Little Lila had her whole life in front of her, and she was determined to make every moment count. But when she was diagnosed with a terminal illness, everything changed. Her parents, heartbroken but resolute, vowed to make her dreams come true in ways that would astonish everyone. Even a famous celebrity heard about Lila's story and took a heartwarming action that left everyone in tears. Get ready, because this story will leave your heart shattered. Lila was a joyful, playful child who lived to laugh, eat, and play as if the world was hers. But when she turned 2, everything changed. Lila grew ill, plagued by relentless fevers, fatigue, and constant bouts of diarrhea. Doctors prescribed medications, and her parents, Ryan and Heidi, clung to hope, believing she would be okay. Then, one morning, they awoke to a devastating reality they could never have imagined. That morning, Heidi went to wake Lila up for breakfast, planning to give her some cereal. But the moment she touched her daughter, a chill of fear swept over her. Lila's body was burning with fever. Yet, it wasn't just the heat that terrified Heidi. Lila's face was unusually pale, with dark circles under her eyes. As Heidi carefully checked her temperature, her fingers brushed against a small lump on Lila's neck, sending waves of dread through her. I held her immediately and asked how she felt, but she couldn't talk. She just fell on me, and a tear leaked from her eyes. My daughter was in pain, and I couldn't do anything at that moment. It was heartbreaking, Heidi said. Wasting no time, Heidi and Ryan rushed Lila to the hospital. The doctors ran several tests, and a few days later, they informed them that Lila had stage 4 neuroblastoma, a malignant tumor composed of neuroblasts, most commonly found in the adrenal glands. Upon hearing this, Heidi and Ryan's world came to a standstill. At that point, they vowed to do everything possible to save their daughter. Sadly, they would soon reach a dead end. Taking swift action, Lila's parents admitted her to an oncology ward. Over a period of 2 years, Lila underwent numerous chemotherapy sessions and 9 surgeries. The chemo drugs were quite painful. It was so hard to watch our daughter go through all that, but we wanted her to keep fighting. We kept doing everything we could, and Lila fought too. My girl fought so hard, Ryan recounted. Unfortunately, after 2 years of fighting and hoping for the best, the doctors told Lila's parents that they had exhausted all treatment options for their daughter and that the little girl only had a few months to live. Finally, the moment we dreaded came. What do you do when you're told the person you love the most is dying? What is the first thing you say when the doctors tell you that your child is about to die? Ryan asked, forcing back tears. It's a difficult question, but Ryan and Heidi decided they were going to make every moment count. It was a few months before Lila's 5th birthday, and knowing it could very well be her last, her parents decided to throw her the biggest party ever. Ryan and Heidi asked Lila what she wanted for her birthday, and she told them she would love to celebrate important milestones in her life because she didn't think she would get the chance to experience them. Ryan and Heidi thought of all the things they could do for their daughter. They also wanted her to feel loved and cared for by as many people as possible, so they took to their Facebook page and made a heartfelt post. We have limited time with our daughter. She is battling cancer. Her 5th birthday is in a few months, and it may just be her last. You are invited to her birthday party, and please say a prayer for our princess. This post received an incredible outpouring of love and support. Many people within and outside the country rallied around little Lila, donating time, money, and resources. Everyone played a part to make sure Lila's day was perfect. Lila loved princesses, so her family, with the help of the community, threw her a royal party. They transformed Hood River's Butler Banking Building and event space into a castle. Finally, it was Lila's birthday, and hundreds of guests gathered at the venue, wearing fancy, colorful clothes. Kids and even adults dressed as princesses, mermaids, and superheroes. Everyone wore big, bold, and beautiful smiles. Then, Lila's dad blew a horn, signaling her entrance. Everyone stood and clapped as Lila rode in on a horse, wearing a gorgeous blue gown and a beautiful crown. She is the most beautiful princess we have ever seen, the guests said. Once inside, Lila couldn't believe her eyes. Her parents had created everything she had dreamed of. The space was decorated with balloons, flowers, and pictures of her favorite princesses on the walls. A throne was designed just for her, and she sat on it like the princess she always was. Next up was Lila's prom and graduation ceremony. This was a stepping stone to adulthood, and at 5, Lila experienced this incredible moment just as she would have in the future. Ryan and Heidi announced Lila as valedictorian and gave her a big trophy. As she accepted her award, the guests broke into thunderous applause, and Lila laughed heartily. The little girl was overjoyed, but the best part was yet to come. The next part of the celebration was Lila's wedding. All weddings start with a proposal, and Lila got hers too. When it was time, there was a hush, and the violinist played Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You." While the music played, Ryan went down on one knee and said, "My beautiful daughter, I am proud of who you are today. Sweetheart, it's an honor to be your father." Ryan broke down in tears, but Lila pulled him into her arms, smiling, and said, "It's okay, Dad. It's okay." Ryan wiped his tears and continued, "On this day, will you give me your heart and love me for the rest of your life, just as I will always love you?" "Yes, Dad. Yes, I will always love you," Lila answered with a smile. Everyone was overwhelmed with emotion and clapped happily. Many of the guests fought back tears, while others let them flow freely. It was a bittersweet moment. Afterward, Ryan shared a dance with his daughter. Everyone sang, some clapped, and others waved as they danced. It was a beautiful moment that would live on in the memories of all who attended. Later that day, Ryan's mom asked Lila about her favorite parts of the celebration. The little girl said she loved arriving in a carriage and watching her dad cry with happiness. How thoughtful. After the party, Lila's parents took her on a vacation to Hawaii, where they had a lot of fun. Lila had one last wish. She wanted to dance on stage with her favorite singer, Luke Bryan. Lila's favorite song of all time is Bryan's "That's My Kind of Night," her mom said. If she could be on stage with him while he sings that song, it would be the best gift for her. You won't believe what happened next. Bryan read about Lila's wish on Facebook, so he called her and sang to her. He also made a special video for her, inviting her and her family to his next concert, where she would have the chance to sing with him on stage. Sadly, little Lila didn't get the chance to experience it all. Her condition took a turn for the worse shortly after her birthday, and she was moved into hospice care. Just days later, Lila lost her battle with cancer, leaving hearts broken around the world. The next day, Lila's mother posted this touching message on Facebook. "Our sweet, sweet Lila is gone. She left us. It was not the peaceful ending we had hoped for, but she is at peace now. My heart is shattered into a million pieces. There is no pain on earth worse than this. The world will never be the same without her beautiful face here with us." Countless people gathered to pay their final respects to the brave young girl who fought with all her heart. Surrounded by family, friends, and well-wishers, Lila's final days were filled with love, joy, laughter, and cherished memories. Lila's story lives on, inspiring countless people. Remember, life is fleeting. Make every moment count. Laugh freely, cry deeply, and chase the things that bring you joy. I'm really keen to know your thoughts on this story, so please don't hesitate to share your insights in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and found it engaging, I invite you to subscribe to our channel for more similar content. Feel free to share this video. Take good care of yourselves, and I'm excited to connect with you in our future videos.